All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praise to YAHAWASHI, Rawchaa Qadash, double honors to the apostles and those of great millstone, honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth, sincerity. Or this is the brother Tawah Barkah from GMS Los Angeles / Inland Empire. Come back with another video on the spirit. And once again, Tawah YAHAWASHI for open minds to this truth. Allow me to wake up another day, and doing another, blessing me with an opportunity, to do another lesson that edify the hopeful elect. And in this video, what I want to touch on, just gonna make it a real quick video, because I'm at the location where a whole camp with the brothers out here in the IE. So I'm just doing this quick video before we we set up and do camp. And I was just sitting here thinking about how the majority of our people, especially now, in this day and age, with in a time where the Lord, a lot of things is being exposed, a lot of things are being brought into light that was in darkness for a long period of time, and seeing that we are in this age of information, where a lot of information, well, I wouldn't say age of information, but the age of the internet. Okay, because information has always been around. It's just that information wasn't. Everybody didn't have access to the same information. Now that we have the internet. Pretty much majority of everyone has access. To information that that wasn't privy to a lot of people. Okay. And saying that, especially with this truth coming out, this truth, the Lord, YAHAWASHI set up, he's risen up his servants in the last days, as the scriptures say would happen. Okay, the Lord is raising up the tabernacle of David, and a lot of our people are being made known unto this Israelite thing of ours. Okay. Or being a Hebrew Israelite, which is who we are according to the scriptures. Okay, and in that, we have a lot of different factions, different groups, and among these different factions and different groups, there's various doctrines being taught. Okay, and in the midst of that causes confusion among the people that watch the videos, or the people that in these different congregations, and the thing is, that's also prophesied to happen. But, a lot of our people, particularly on the comment boards, they get caught up into all this, the controversy things, and really lose sight on, why we're out here in the first place. Okay, which is the warn our people, prophesy the downfall and destruction, the coming destruction of this place, allow people to know who they are according to the Bible, and to tell them, teach them to repent, and throughout the recent, if you've been paying attention to the recent events that's been going on within Israel, a lot of our people are getting caught up into that and losing focus on, what's going on in this earth, prophecy wise. So I'm just gonna go bring a few scriptures out concerning this matter, and I pray this is edifying to you, you sincere brother, and you few sincere sisters out there. So I'm gonna get right into it. This is Proverbs 1:20. It says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?" So when we go out here on the highways and byways, which is the main way we push this word out, of course, the internet, but we also have to physically go out into the streets, because in all actuality, even though this word is on the internet, the most people that you're going to come across, are the people out here on the streets. Even though majority of these people may not listen to what we say, the point is that they see us out here on the streets, so they can't say they haven't been warned. Because just out here, where we hold camp at, out here in the IE, the corner that we teach on, this is a pretty busy intersection here. It's a pretty busy street. So there's countless amount of people, cars coming and going throughout the day. Probably thousands, of cars that come up and down the street, on the hour, and that's a lot of people, okay, that see us out there on the corner. They see the signs, okay. Now they may not understand fully what we're speaking about or what we're going into, but the point is that they see us out there teaching. They see us out there on the streets, okay. And if the Lord puts a spirit on one of them, because this has happened some certain times. You had certain Jakes, they might have seen us, driving down the street that we teach on, and they might hit a U-turn and come back, park, and come in and ask what we're about, But the point is that we out here, man. I'm gonna read again. This is back in Proverbs 1:20. It says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse." And that's why we go to, that's why we don't go to the hood, okay? The ghetto, the projects, whatever you want to call it, okay? We don't go there, all right? All right, we go to the chief place of concourse, the places of business, places where, a lot of people go. Okay, whereas it's not just our people, but Esau and other nations, because we have to tell them, what's written about them in the scriptures as well. Okay, it says, "In the openings of the gates in the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" And that's our people, man. Especially here in Babylon the Great, America. Okay. From the Negroes all the way down to the so-called Mexicans in this land, okay? It's all about simplicity. It's all about folly, and especially in this social media era, where now most people socialize through these devices, through these phones, these apps, and what have you, and we as and brothers do as well, So a lot of people, nowadays, I'm talking about in this day and age that we're in today, aren't, a lot of people don't know how to socialize person to person, Us brethren, we do, because, even though we do what we got to do during the week, brothers do socialize with each other, in person, whenever the Lord permits it to be so, But these people out here in this world, a lot of these people don't know how to function without these apps, these devices. And you see, the thing is now that you got brothers, that use these different platforms, and they'll put truth the truth on these platforms, and a lot of our people are seeing are seeing it on these different social media platforms. Okay, so through that avenue, that's another lane that the truth has entered into, because the truth is all over the web now. It's not just on YouTube; it's all on these other different platforms. But see, the thing is, even though some of our people are waking up to it, a lot of our people take this thing as a joke too, because when they see the truth on the social media, a lot of our people scoff at it, they make mockery of it, okay? Which is just prophesied as well. We understand that the majority of our people are not going to, take heed to this word, but that's what gets a lot of jakes caught up, because, I'm talking about jakes that be watching the camp videos. And then you got jakes out there, they watch these different camps. It's like a mixed bag. They watch this camp, they watch another camp, and doing that, that's going to cause you to bug out, man. That's going to cause you to, you don't think the truth, how people come with that term, contradict, because a lot of people, that say that is people that go through different religions. They have different beliefs in different points of their life, and they get conflicted because they jumping from this belief to that, and they end up confusing themselves, and it basically it makes them, a lot of them become atheists, so-called atheists, that the people that don't believe in the Most High, and see here, start when our apostles and elders on down, the great millstone. See, that's we're like I said, we learn from our apostles and elders. We don't have no gimmicks, okay? We don't have no gimmick that goes with trying to teach this word. We just give it to you straight, okay? We just give it to you raw, uncut, and straight, okay? We're not trying to sit here and appeal to the masses. We're not trying to appeal to anybody, okay? Because at the end of the day, these are not our words. This is the words of the Lord. The Lord he uses men on the earth as vessels, tools to bring forth his message, okay? And that's us. That's part of us going out there and bringing out this word. Matter of fact, let me get this quick scripture. I'm gonna go back. This is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." You see? So that's part of that, being that vessel for the Lord, okay? Going out there showing Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, their transgressions, which is sin, okay? So the Lord gave Israel law, statutes, and commandments to keep, okay? For just to give an example, eating pork, all right, eating swine is a sin according to the Bible, okay? So if you out there eating pork, you eating swine, you're transgressing the law, which is sin. You're sinning, okay? Another example: if you're a man and you sleep with another man's wife, according to the Bible, that's adultery, which is sin, okay? And that's a sin unto death, okay? Homosexuality, a man sleeping with another man, a woman laying down with another woman, okay? That's a sin according to the Bible. Just to give it a few examples. Let me get back to Proverbs, because like I said, a lot of our people, they're on these different platforms, and they might see a clip here, clip there, of these different Israelite groups, and a lot of them might, it might register to some of our people, but then a lot of our people, they'll hear those things. Like I said, they'll make mockery of it, okay? Which is, we really can't really trip off that, because there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, it's already set up that way, We just hope and pray the Lord have mercy upon us, That's another reason why we do this work, to get in the good graces of the Lord, have favor, with the Lord. Because when the Lord returns, everybody's not going to get that same favor. from the Lord. You know, the majority of people, especially the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, majority of the nation of Israel is going to be destroyed, man. You know, only a remnant is going to be delivered. Okay, which, you know, the 144,000 and the 1/3, that innumerable multitude, which is you know, even though it's a very large number in comparison to the whole nation of Israel. Israel is like, it's as the sand of the sea. So 2/3 of our people, that's a lot of death. Okay, so that's the mind frame, you know, that we gotta have, man. The people of this world, your opinions don't matter. The way how you view this truth, the way how you view the men of the Lord, how you think a man of the Lord should be, and all that. All right, none of that doesn't matter, man. Okay, as it says, let the Most High be true and every man a liar. You know, just because you don't believe what we say or care about what we say, don't mean that the things that we say are not going to happen, man. Because again, these are not our words; these are the words of the Lord. Okay. Now let me get back to Proverbs, the 23rd verse. This is Proverbs 1:23. It says, "Turn you at my reproof," because the Lord is reproving you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans here in Babylon the Great, and throughout the lands that our people are scattered, because you got brothers that teach this word not just in Babylon, America, but all throughout the whole world, in different countries around the world, man. You got camps out there, brothers teaching, you know, teaching this truth and proving Israel. Okay, so these things are taking place right before our very eyes, man. All right, it says, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you," and that's what the Lord is doing with this, you know, with the man going out there teaching His word. Because you can walk, you can walk outside your home, get in the car, drive somewhere, and see a camp. Okay. Or you can be on the internet. You can just be, you just on the internet bullshitting. You're not really looking up for no information and whatnot. You might be watching a bunch of, you know, video, just, you know, folly shit. You know, things that have nothing to do with nothing, you know, and stumble upon a Israelite video of a camp, a brother speaking, teaching about this truth. Okay, so the Lord is making this thing known in the earth right now. Okay, and it's mainly transpiring through, you know, it's happening on the internet, but also physically, the camp setting up on these streets. All right, it says, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you." Okay, so that's what the Lord is doing through His men. All right, it says, "Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded." And see, that's what the Lord is doing with this word through His men. That's a representation of the Lord stretching forth His hand unto the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the people that come out of that stock on their father's side. Okay, because you're going to have Israelites out there that don't look like a typical Israelite, typical so-called Negro, typical so-called Latino and Native American. All right, they're going to look like the other nations. You're going to have Israelites that look like Edomites, that look like Hamites, Ammonites, Moabites, so on and so forth. Okay, so we say that because the scriptures speak about us being scattered. Okay, that's part of the curses, you know, that fell upon us for not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. The Lord said He would scatter us among these nations. Okay, and you know, Jake lay down with a lot of the women of these other nations, so there's going to be Israelites out here that look like the other nations. But anyway, back to the point. That's what the Lord is doing. The Lord has set up brothers, set up men on this earth to preach this gospel, preach this word, and now this truth is all over the place now, and that's why there's a is this Israelite thing has been getting pushed back from these different Christian groups or what have you, which they're not stopping anything. It's a lot of controversy that's going on among Israel right now. When I say Israel, I'm talking about the ones that know they Israelites. But the thing is that's an indication of how much this truth has been how far this truth has been has reached in this earth, man. To where because you got, like I said, you got brothers out there all over the world teaching this thing. This Israelite thing has become big. It's so big that even though that dude Kanye West is bugged out, Kyrie Irving, he's obviously bugged out. All them dudes, that's in that entertainment world is pretty much gone. But even among them, they have these, the Israel has been uttered. You know what I'm saying? So this thing is become big. But at the same time, like I said, the Lord is only coming for a remnant. You see? Matter of fact, give me 1 second. This is Matthew chapter 24. I'm gonna start at 13. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." Enduring this faith, the ones that come into this truth, come into this knowledge, and do the work and endure to the end and hold that faith. It says those are going to be the ones that's going to be saved. Okay. All right. Continuing, it says 14th verse. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." You see, this gospel has to be preached throughout the whole earth. And that's why I mentioned all the brothers, throughout the whole world. You got brothers in Africa, brothers in London, UK. I believe it's bros in Italy. Okay. Holland. Okay. You got the brothers over there in Jamaica. You got the brothers down there in the Latin countries, Central America. I believe you have a brother in Mexico. Pretty much throughout the whole world, man. You got this word coming out. You see, and it just said, the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. This is how the end is going to come. You see, and we seeing the signs. We know we close. All the things that's transpiring in this earth right now, the talks of wars, rumors of wars. Okay, we see how it's getting, the cost of living is getting ridiculous. Okay, the economy is going to shit, and Lord willing, by June 1st, this place, what I'm saying, America defaults, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been raising that debt ceiling for years, man. Esau been, it's like it been raising this debt ceiling for years. So, Lord willing, man, June 1st, something transpires, but that's the point, of being a prophet, man, being a watcher. You got to watch watch what's going on, man. Link it up with the prophecies in these scriptures. Okay, and that's another thing too. We're like a watchman for our people. We watch, see what's going on, we bring it out, let people know what's going on in this world and how it pertains to the prophecies written in this book. Okay, to let them know, hey man, time's is short. The Lord's getting ready to bring destruction, great destruction. These are the things that's going to happen, and these are the things you have to do, that we have to do to be in the good graces and in favor of the Lord, man. Turning back to the Lord, repenting, putting off the ways of this place, putting on that new man, that new creature, man. Okay, totally submitting ourselves unto the will of YAHAWASHI. That's what this thing is all about. Now all this controversy and all this, riffraff, even though the scriptures speak about it's going to be divisions and whatnot. But the point is, the judgment is still coming, man. This place, America, is going to be destroyed. Okay. Esau, these other nations are going to be underneath the Israel. Okay. And once after that first 1,000-year period, when Israel's in power, Esau is going to be exterminated. Okay. These are the things that we bring out. Okay. Because who knows, man, this thing can jump off when we so close, man. This ain't no thing that's going to jump off 100 years from now, 50 years from now. We close. We right at the door. The way the rate, how things are moving. The Lord could be here very soon, sooner than we think, and that's scriptural. Romans the 13th chapter. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's like I kind of rambled on a little bit, kind of made the video longer than what I wanted it to be, but that's just the spirit, man. Like I said, I pray this is edifying to you sincere brethren, you few sincere sisters out there that watch these videos. Just keep fighting, man. Stay strong, man. We almost out of here. So with that, I'm going to give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH by Hashem YAHAWASHI, by Rawchaa Qadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word, truth, sincerity. Shalom.